Good Monday Matters. I hope you had a great Sabbath and are looking forward to a new week and all that God has in store for you. My name is Mike Courtney, and this is Monday Matters. Every Monday, I take a few minutes and talk about something to make your life happier, healthier, and perhaps a little bit holier. I have on a flannel shirt. We're enjoying a beautiful spring day in Middle Tennessee, which means it's 45 degrees and raining outside. That's just Tennessee springs have just gotten crazy. It'll be 80 one day and 45 the next, and this is one of those cold days. So every week I talk to you about something usually that is kind of on my mind, something that I have been dealing with, and also how it relates to the scripture that I'm reading. I am reading now in anticipation of Holy Week. I'm reading through the Gospels and reading over and over again the story of Jesus. And yesterday I had the privilege of preaching in our church and spoke on Jesus hearing about Lazarus being sick while he was in Galilee, which probably happened about 2 weeks before Easter. So all of that stuff. So part of what's been going on in my life lately that has been impactful is I have been sitting with people, lots of people, several people that are going through really, really hard, difficult times, very sorrowful times. Just going to the hospital over and over and over again when the news is not good and not going to get better. Sitting with couples in failed marriages, trying to figure out how to put the pieces back together when it seems very bleak, and just sitting in sorrow with people, which prompted me to think of my readings about Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane. And it's just an interesting story that he wanted his disciples to be with him while he sat in sorrow at this particular time. So I wanted to take that story and share with you 5 thoughts about how to sit with others in their sorrow. And by the way, you need to. We sometimes we tend to run from it, want to run from it, but don't run from it. Sit with them, enter into it, be there, be present. The story that I have kind of referred to mainly is found in Mark chapter 14, 20 verses 32 to 52. And I'm not going to read that story. You need to do that. Mark chapter 14, verses 22 through 52. But there are 5 lessons in here about sitting with people in their sorrow that I think are really, really important. Maybe it'll be helpful for you. Maybe you'll find yourself in that situation. Here's lesson number 1. Feelings are the pathway to facts. Feelings are not facts, but feelings are real, and they open the door for me to find what is really going on. And so allowing people to be in their feelings, to be with it. You shouldn't feel like that. As a Christian, you should be in, she's in a better place. So just let people be in their feelings. Just allow them to, because feelings are the pathway to facts. In verse 33 of that passage, Jesus says, I am deeply distressed and troubled. Now, this is Jesus. What's he had to be? If I'd been there, I probably would have been tempted to say, well, you're the Son of God. You don't have to be deeply. You can change everything. Don't be deep. But I think Jesus had to feel his way through this in order to really come to grips with what it was that God wanted him to do. Psalm 35 says we weep in the night, but joy comes in the morning. And I don't know that joy can come until we've gone through the feelings, so allowing people to feel their feelings when you're sitting with them. Feelings are the pathway to facts. They're not facts, but they're the pathway to facts. Here's the second thing. There are no wrong emotions, only wrong actions. So again, it's not my job to correct or or change, or that's not right. That you have no right to feel it. No, there aren't wrong emotions. They're just wrong actions. They are. I know. Be angry, but don't sin. I'm angry, but I'm not going to do the action that makes it sin. In verse 34, he says, "I'm overwhelmed to the point of death." Again, in this day and age, we'd have called 911. We'd have got the sheriff on the line. We'd have made him sign a contract for safety. Jesus was not going to hurt him. He was not going to take action. He was feeling something. Now, we need to take those feelings seriously. We need to take those thoughts seriously, those emotions seriously, but they're not action. And so when I'm sitting with someone in great sorrow, it's not my job to fix their emotions. They just kind of need to be able to express them. He goes on to say, "Father, not my will, but your will be done." His action became the right thing, even though the emotions were difficult. Here's number 3. I always go back and repeat. Feelings are the pathway to facts. There's no wrong emotions, just wrong action. Here's number 3. Weep with those who weep. Don't lecture them. Just let them cry. Sometimes the reason we try to end the weeping is because we're uncomfortable with it. Just let them weep. Don't lecture them. Don't give them instruction. Don't tell them, okay, here's what's going to happen next. Here are the 7 stages of grief, and you need to know that. No, they don't need to know that at that point. They just need to weep. They just need to be allowed to do that. Just before this was that story where Jesus confronts Peter. He has just congratulated Peter on recognizing that he's the cross, and then he tells them he's the Christ, and then he tells him he's going to go to the cross, and Peter says, "No, this will never happen." And Jesus says, "Get thee behind me, Satan. Don't lecture me. Don't try to tell me what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. Just let me be sorrowful. Just let me weep." So let them weep. Weep with those who weep, and don't lecture. Number 4, don't be afraid of silence. He comes back to them. He's asked them to pray. He comes back to them. He said, "Could you not tarry with me 1 hour?" And Mark writes, they didn't know what to say. Well, I don't think there was anything they needed to say. Don't be afraid of silence. Sometimes just sitting, just waiting, just being present is all we can do. So when you are with someone and you're sitting in their sorrow, remember that feelings are not facts, but they are the pathway to facts. They're processing their way through this. Remember that there's no wrong emotions. There's wrong actions, but not wrong emotions. So allow them to feel those emotions. Weep with those who weep, and don't lecture them. Don't instruct them. And don't be afraid of silence. Just sit with them. Just be present. Here's the last one. Praying always helps. He said to them, "The spirit is willing, flesh is weak." Pray. Just pray. When I'm sitting with someone in the hospital, I'm praying. I'm constantly praying. I'm thinking about what they're going through and praying for them, and praying for me to have the right words to say or to not say anything. I'm praying for the day. Just praying is always the right thing to do. I love a story about a little girl who her mother was looking for her. She was 7, 8 years old. Mother was looking for her, couldn't find her. Finally found her, and she said, "Well, where have you been?" She said, "I was next door at Mr. Jones' house. His wife died this week, and I was comforting him." His mother didn't even know she knew the word comforting. She said, "Well, comforting, what were you doing?" She said, "Oh, I just sat in his lap and cried." Sometimes that's all we do. We just sit with them and cry, and that's enough. In that Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus just wanted his disciples to be present. There wasn't anything they could say or do. He just wanted them to be there. And so as you sit with people in sorrow, never minimize the power of your presence, the fact that you're just sitting with them. Well, if you're in sorrow, know that God sits with you, and we're praying for you through this holiday season. Thanks for being a part of this. I'll post something every day on Instagram and Facebook about Sitting in Sorrow. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.